Hi you guys, it's Melanie and welcome back to Living Luxuriously for Less. And in today's video, we are going to be showcasing a beautiful fall wedding. Now, this venue was already beautiful. The draping and the chandeliers and the overhead lights were already included. And I told the bride, because her theme for her wedding was a rustic glam fall wedding, I thought that we would just keep everything in place. Now, one unique thing about this venue is that the majority of their tables were rectangular, so it really challenged us in terms of the design. So we did a mixture of high and low centerpieces, and we did them on the rectangular tables. And a shout out to my team, because they had to set up this entire event on their own because I actually had COVID, and so I was not able to come in on the day of the wedding to do the event because of that factor. However, they did an amazing job setting it up. The centerpieces worked out absolutely beautifully. Her colors were just the different hues of fall, and you guys have probably seen me showcase a lot of the pieces in terms of the runners and the actual centerpieces. A lot of these things I have shared with you on Amazon Live, and they look so amazing in person. The centerpieces turned out great. I did a mixture of highs and lows. I wanted a lot of candlelight because I wanted it to look very romantic. Now, if you are designing a wedding with rectangular tables, you want to make sure that you get centerpieces that have a smaller base, because you don't want the base of the centerpiece to take up the additional room on the table, which will in turn cause you to have to do away with one place setting. Now, this particular centerpiece, I am featuring my beautiful candelabra that is in the square shape. I have them in both rectangular and in acrylic. Excuse me, I meant to say I have these rectangular candelabras in both acrylic and in the glass mirror. And I showcased these on Amazon, and you guys fell in love with them. I also showcased these beautiful candles. They don't have the sleeves on them in this particular video, but these are the candles that we use, the individual candelabras, the individuals candles with the sleeves over them, or they also are called the chimneys, and it helps to protect the centerpieces. And I am in absolute love with these napkin placement. It is simply a double layer napkin with the cheesecloth napkin on the bottom and just a typical ivory napkin on top. I feel that it just softens it up. It just softens up the look, and it looks so amazing in that space. And also the florals, all of the florals were fresh. The bride wanted just the luscious fall florals, and I want to give a shout out to my girl Felicia. She did an incredible job in bringing this vision to life, especially at the very last minute. You guys, like, I got COVID. I found out I tested positive for COVID on a Thursday afternoon, and we were packing up to go to the wedding on a Friday to decorate on a Saturday. And I just literally had to pull together a full team at the last minute to be able to carry out this design. And I am so proud of them and how everything turned out in my absence. And they really nailed this fall wedding. And I thought it was just so important to capture this footage. They also captured the footage for me. Now, granted, I worked on FaceTime just about the entire shift to make sure everything turned out beautiful, but they actually captured all of the footage and everything for me as well, so that I could showcase rectangular wedding tables with you all, because that's something that you don't see a lot. A lot of people don't do rectangular tables at a wedding. They typically do round tables. And so I thought that was important for you all to see here on YouTube. Get into the mixing and matching of the centerpieces. You'll see that I did the tall candelabras in the center with the 2 florals on each side. By the way, I did sketch out the design so that they would know where to place everything. And so I don't want you all to be afraid to mix and match different centerpieces. Not every table has to be the exact same. I think, in fact, it adds a lot of interest when the tables are not the exact same. And so the tables that had the lower centerpieces got the taller candelabras, and the places that had the taller centerpieces got the smaller candles and the bud vases that I feature a lot from Amazon. The bud vases are so beautiful. They do have the design in them, so it's just, you know, they really add a lot of texture to the table. They're just not plain glass, and they are very, very thick. As a matter of fact, we had an accident where the backdrop fell on the table and a lot of things broke, but those bud vases were still standing strong. And so this is just an overview of the entire space. I love the candle lights. I love the florals. Even the pampas grass, it wasn't a whole lot of pampas grass, but I felt like it was important just to add a little bit of that pampas grass in to tie in with the, you know, woody feel of the actual venue. Let's get into the head table. In terms of the head table design, my bride had an LED sign, custom sign that was done that she wanted to be featured for she and her husband, but she did not want it behind them because she had seen that done so many times before. And so in looking at the entire room, I was trying to decide, like, okay, where could we put this that would be impactful, but be different enough to satisfy her desire to have it placed somewhere other than behind them. And so I was like, okay, the space is pretty much laid out. So there's really nowhere to put the sign other than on their table. And I absolutely loved the way that it turned out because it really gave way to the beauty of all of the florals that were already in the space. As it relates to the details, my bride spared no expense. She had the most amazing favors for her guests. She did popcorn, and they were all in the fall colors. They were absolutely gorgeous, and they had the custom tags on it, and it just looked so amazing, and I love it. And then, you know, it just tied in so very well with the actual decor. Here is how the room looked all lit up, and just keep in mind that the tables just really popped. The napkin rings, of course, those are from totallydazzled.com. I love them. Been using them for years, and I will leave a shopping list down below so that you all can get the exact links to all of the items that I am featuring in today's video. So let me know your favorite aspect of this fall wedding down in the comments below. I will be reading and responding to each and every comment, you guys. I love hearing what you have to say. I love your feedback. Let me know which part of this design was your favorite. Did you enjoy seeing the rectangular tables versus a room full of round tables? It is my desire to just kind of give you guys different content this season, to give you more ideas, to keep you inspired and motivated to design on a dime. So with that being said, that is all for today. Here is the beautiful wedding cake. Very simple, very elegant, very demure, very classy, very sophisticated. Absolutely love it. It was perfect for the space. Be sure to give me a like if you love this content. Don't forget to comment and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you guys at the next video. Until next time, it's Melanie with Living Luxuriously for Less. Cheers!